Hey guys, welcome back to Words of War. My name is Jorge Guerra.
And I'm Sergio Guerra.
And this week we're going to be reviewing Captain America Winter Soldier.
I was going to say Iron Man. I don't know why. Well, Captain America Winter Soldier. If you've seen the first Captain America, you know it's a continuation of that. It's actually pretty cool the way that these Marvel movies are continuing to expand the Marvel universe as far as the movies. It's another step towards the Avengers 2 Age of Ultron, so that's really exciting, you know. Pretty much this is just a story of Captain America trying to, you know, come to terms with the new era that he's living in and the people he's working for, which is S.H.I.E.L.D., you know. And, you know, through the movie there's a couple of things that happen to make him distrust the people he's working for. And, you know, pretty much the Winter Soldier is the catalyst for that. You know, the Winter Soldier ends up, well, without giving any spoilers, ends up being somebody that he used to know. If you don't know already, I mean, practically everybody does, but it's somebody he used to know, and so an old enemy reemerges through this all, and it's really interesting to see. I thought it was really cool the way the story kind of takes in parts of the first story, and the whole S.H.I.E.L.D. apparatus and what it does. If you've been keeping up with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on TV, also, you know, it's kind of cool to see just how all that works together. So what'd you think of the film?
I liked it. I mean, I kind of I like Captain America. I like the first one. I think the guy who plays Captain America, like, totally spacing on his name right now. But I think he does a really good job of kind of playing that good guy, like, with a good core, you know. So I really like the way it went. I like the interaction between him and Fury, and there were Scarlett Johansson, just Scarlett Johansson. But yeah, like the Falcon thing kind of worried me a little bit when I saw the commercials where I saw that they were going to come up, and I thought they did that really well. They really did a good job on this one of showing, like, just how much of a badass, like, Captain America is. Because I know, like, in Avengers you see him next to, like, Thor and Iron Man and all this different stuff, and he still comes out as a badass there. But in this one, I think they really showed you, like, that he's a total bad.
Yeah, I know that they had, I think, the first 10 minutes of this film online. I purposely didn't want to watch it because I wanted to get the whole thing at once. But if you haven't seen those first 10 minutes, like, sitting through the beginning of this movie, it just really sets up the character of Captain America as you think he would be, because he is a badass. I mean, there's a lot of action. There's actually a good amount of humor right at the beginning that sets the whole pace for the film, and you just get to see Captain America kick ass with like Scarlett Johansson, you know, and Scarlett Johansson is just hot. So
something with an ass, but not kicking it. But I think they did a really good job, like you said, of tying stuff in from the last film. You know, so it was really cool. If you like the first one, I think you'll definitely like this one. And like you said, like it's starting to tie all things together. So every one of these is actually like a little field day. So definitely stay for the end. Stay for after the end as well.
Yeah, two times. So the credits start rolling. Then there's a small snippet, you know, of the story. And then if you stay for the rest of the credits, there's another little bit, you know, for the end. So
what did you think?
Well, I mean, I really liked the movie. I thought it was really well paced. Like I said at the beginning, they start off with some humor. It's always good to see, especially movies of this kind, to not take themselves too seriously, you know, because of the subject matter. I think the use of, we saw it in 3D. 3D didn't necessarily add a lot to it, but I can tell you that when you put the whole thing together, you know, it's worth it. Even though I don't think it adds a lot. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's worth to see it in 3D. It's worth to see it in a 4K theater, you know, like we did. It's just, the CG in it is very, very well done. It's well used. They use CG makeup, I think, you know, part for an old age makeup that looked really, really good. And but the best use of it, I think, is in the fighting. Yeah. Because I hate, and, you know, I don't know if everybody else knows this or if you've had the same problem, but there's a lot of superhero movies where you see the superhero jumping around and doing all these things, and it's either obvious that they're on wires and that they're not really, you know, like, doing what they're supposed to be doing, or B, it's a really CG version of them, like, you know, Spider-Man. Yeah. So Here, the marriage of CG and practical stuff, I thought was really, was used very well, and it really helped those fighting sequences. Captain America taking on tons of people, running, jumping, taking down planes by himself. It makes it totally believable.
Yeah, it makes it look easy. Like, I think that's what made it believable. That's why you realize, like, he's a total badass. It's like, no matter what he's doing, it's kind of like doing a badass thing. You know, it's like, so it makes it like he's like jogging like to the end of the sidewalk or something. But yeah, so I agree. I think that was cool.
Yeah. So what do you think rating?
Rating wise, I would say I would go with an 8 because I'm more than likely gonna pick this up. It's a fun ride. You know what I mean? It definitely does some cool things within the story with what you think of, like with Shield and like the organization and what's going on there and like the relationships it forges. Like it kind of like it's really cool. Like you see like there's it's still character progression within the Marvel universe, which I think is super cool. That's going on. So I go with 8. What you?
I'm probably going to go a little bit higher because I don't know if it's that I'm biased because I've seen the other films, and so I can't help but not separate or not link up all these stories, you know? And so to me, I think the progression of the character in this movie is just completely linked to the first movie and the Avengers. So it's kind of like the progression of the character in this film is like the culmination up until this point. So part of that has to do with the first ones and the other Avengers. And so I don't know how much of what I liked is really from just this movie and how much is from the overall thing. Because if you've never seen any of the other movies and you sat down to watch this, I think you'd really enjoy it, but you might not get as much out of it, you know? So saying that already, I'm going to go ahead and go with my gut and give it an 8.5 because I think you'll have fun. It is a fun movie, but the ending seemed a little weird to me. It's just kind of like, you know, it kind of falls off. It seems a little empty. I don't know.
Yeah, it does. I think that's why I went with what I went because I think if you've never seen any of these movies, I think it would feel kind of it's a little bit alienated. Like it's a definitely good piece in the puzzle, but I think as just by itself, I think if you haven't seen anything else, you might get a little lost.
Yeah, but even then, it's a lot of fun overall. I still stick to the 8.5. I think definitely you should go check it out.
Yeah,
tell us what you think.
Yeah, let us know what you thought about it. If you liked the first one, let us know what you think of the story went on this one, and what do you think is going to happen in the future, or how this ties into the Marvel universe. There's a lot of speculation about that stuff. So let us know down below. As always, like, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. But again, I'm Jorge Guerra.
Sergio Guerra.
And y'all have a good one. Bye.